How's it going, everyone? This guy likes to refer to me as the Smunt Cuggler, because I cuggle smunts. And today, I had heavily considered playing Death Run, but then I was like, nah, I've done that way too much. I decided I would just play some TTT by myself, which, I guess it's not as thrilling when you do it by yourself, but I just use gameplay as a means, or a gateway per se, as a means of getting the message across to you, or talking to you guys, rather than setting up my camera, which is a pain in the ass. Oh, look, I'm a traitor. I mean, as much as I would love to just do face-to-face vlogs with this, you guys seem to enjoy gameplay, and it's a lot easier to gather my thoughts doing it this way, rather than being scared in front of a lens. Which, I'll be honest, the lens still is fairly nerve-wracking, even for a seasoned YouTuber like myself. Surprising, right? So today's topic, I wanted to talk about friends in general. Oh God, what's happening? What's happening? What's happening? Oh Jesus. Oh, this is not the game to be talking over. Oh damn, that was not bad. Okay, sorry, I'm getting distracted and getting off topic. Today's topic, I wanted to talk about friends, because recently I've been sort of stuck in the memories and the feelings of old friends. And usually my mindset towards things is just, it's the past, move on. You can try to mend things. Sometimes it's worth it, sometimes it's not. But regardless, it's the past, and don't live in the past. The past couple of days, I don't know, I can't help myself. I've been really longing to connect with these friends again, which I haven't really, and I can't say I haven't cared about, but I just haven't really had that sort of feeling. I can't say for a very long time, because I've just been so busy with what I've been doing, and I've just been so caught up in my future, and just this memory of the friends I've had in the past. It's sort of emerged again, and it's something I've been really had my mind set on. Now I will say, as many of you probably have experienced yourselves, we go through a lot of hardships. We lose a lot of friends. We gain a lot of friends, and we, over time, learn who our good friends are and who our bad friends are. If you can call your bad friends friends. But you keep them there because, they're people that you can go to, sort of. But there comes a time where you do learn that maybe these people aren't the best for you to be hanging around. Maybe they're not really friends, because maybe you come along and meet someone else who really is better to you and for your life, than this other person. But then there are those times where you fuck up something nice, where you had a good thing going and you made mistakes. And sometimes you can't take those back. And sometimes it's best to move on. And sometimes it's best to mend those things. And that's sort of one of the main things I've been caught up is which friendships were worth letting go, which friendships were worth keeping, which friendships were worth leaving on a good note. I believe it's good to leave anything on a good note. Even if someone's a shithead to you, at least try to leave it on a we're done but no hard feelings note. Because, oh my God! Anyway, I believe just don't burn your bridges behind you, because you never know when you'll need to cross that bridge. And if you've already burnt it, then you're fucked. I usually tend to have this forgive and forget mentality, where it's just like, let it go. You fucking Frozen fans. But sometimes it eats at me. And some of these friendships that I used to have really meant a lot to me. And you crave the attention that you no longer receive from these friends that you no longer have. Now I will say I have had some shitty friends in the past, and stay away from me, you stay away from me, bud. But I didn't know this at the time, and I wouldn't even know it now if I didn't have them then. And this helps me sort of grow as a person and learn what I like in a person and who I really want to keep around as a friend. Traits I need to look for, and traits I need to recognize for someone to know that they're, a dedicated friend, that they're really here to be a friend rather than just a shitty person you can hang out with. And as wrong as this may sound, I'm very, very selective when it comes to the people I talk to, because I will admit I've been hurt quite a few times in the past, and it sort of builds this defensive wall when it comes to meeting new people. Like, I'm all for meeting new people. I love having conversations and networking and just meeting people. It's so fun because you learn so many different things from all these people who've had so many different experiences. But when it comes to making someone a close friend, I'm very apprehensive because I don't know who's going to abuse information or the trust that you give them And, you know, it takes a while for you to trust somebody with that sort of, you know, responsibility, because being a friend is quite a large responsibility, especially a really close friend that someone can go to. Luckily for me, the internet is a thing, and I have met most, if not all, of my best friends via the internet. So that being said, I've met a lot of really awesome and shitty people through the internet. If most of my friendships have actually been created thanks to the internet. Believe it or not, when I stopped high school, I think around sophomore year, and finished it up online, I met more friends at online school than I did in regular school, as ironic as that is. Everyone I tell thinks that's kind of funny, but it's true, because I don't know, we all sort of had this connection, I guess you could say, this sort of same familiar bond that regular school was shit and we had to leave. But that's beside the point. Most of my friends have been met online. Now, I will say that these friends are really very loyal friends. They're probably the best friends I could ask for. One thing I've sort of been missing, one thing I've sort of been longing for is someone who understands my mental process. And I think this is a common feeling for many people. You could have an amazing best friend, but there are some things that you try to communicate with them or throw at them and they just can't understand, nor will they ever understand. There's just some mental things that you have that only certain people understand, and you are the product of yourself. So for anyone else to understand these very unique characteristics of yourself, it's almost impossible. And so sometimes when I think of the most ideal best friend, I think of myself, because if I were to have another me, it would be absolutely amazing, because then I could have someone that really could relate to who I am and the way I think and the way I feel. And this is another thing that I also think about, is how far, oh god damn it, is how far should you go? How selective should you be when it comes to choosing a friend? Should it just be how loyal they are, or how much they can understand you? Are they someone you can really shoot the shit with, or is it just someone that you know you can trust? I mean, what is the characteristic you need to become a great friend? And honestly, I can't answer that. I can't tell you why the best friends I have now are my best friends, but I just know that they are my best friends. They're the people I go to when I need help. They're the people I go to when I'm lonely. And even then, they're not always around. One thing I struggle with quite a bit is again, I've said in one of my other videos, is like in real life, I'm very lonely. The only friend I have here is, you've probably seen him in a number of my videos, is Taylor. He's the only friend I actually have that lives in Colorado that I'm able to hang out with. I guess you could say on a daily basis, but not really, because he takes college now and he's hardly ever available. That's beside the point. It doesn't matter. It's quantity. But no, it's quality versus quantity. And I will say that Taylor is one of the very few friends I have that can actually sort of understand the way I work mentally. But again, he still even has trouble with that. And it's so annoying when you're just trying to rant about something or talk about something that you feel very strongly about, or something that really you can only understand and everyone else just doesn't get it. It's just, I don't know, it drives me insane. But, you know, you can't really ask for perfection. I mean, I'm only 18 at the moment, and I have tons and tons and tons of more experience ahead of me and people to meet. So I'm not too worried about it right now. I'm very thankful for the people I do have in my life, and I'm very thankful for the life that I have, because these people make living life a lot less painful than it could be. So again, back to shitty friends and quality friends and traits to look for. Now, I'm not saying when you and your friend have a dispute, they're a shitty friend, because friends are going to fight. I mean, it's just the inevitable. There will always be conflict between two people, regardless of how perfect you are for each other. But in terms of shitty friends, I mean, what really makes a shitty friend? And that is sort of defined by you. Because shitty friends do exist. They're out there. And as much as it sucks, it is a thing. And sometimes you really need to get them out of your life. The people you should hang around, I mean, again, that's defined by you. What do you look for in a friend? What do you want out of a friend? Do you want motivation from them? Do you just want their trust? Personally, I want to be around people who are motivated and headstrong about an issue because that's the type of person I want to become. And a lot of the person you become depends on who you hang around. And I want to be successful, and I want to be content. I want to have purpose. And I don't want to hang around people who feel the opposite, because that would conflict personality-wise, and that would not really work out. I will say I am a creature of emotion, so a lot of the ways I cope with conflict and internal feelings toward other people is to just isolate myself from them, to cut contact with them. And I know it's very unhealthy and it's not good at all, but it is what I do to cope with feelings I have toward people. But I have been learning ways to mend conflicts and mend emotionally without resorting to that, because I know it's detrimental to either party, because then you don't necessarily hate that friend, but now they think that they hate you, and then they're distraught, and you don't want them to be distraught. You just want to be isolated, and then it's this whole clusterfuck of arguments and more hate being spewed for no reason. I know my thoughts are a little skewed when I do these like talking commentaries, but it's because I think of a million things at once, and I still have yet to learn how to organize it correctly in my mind. So that's why I'll jump back and forth between subjects. And I really want to sort of do these in a more presentable way rather than doing them through games. But as of now, again, as I said, this is the easiest way for me to do them. So again, there's so much more I could elaborate on the topic of friends. I think it really just boils down to personal opinion, what you really want out of someone. And inevitably, there's always going to be someone out there to give you that. It just takes time. And it kind of sucks because I'm impatient and I don't like waiting for good things. But I've waited this long, you know, and I've found some really, really amazing people. And again, I'm talking about like close friends, not like, you know, people that you just sort of hang out with. I mean, people that you do consider your close friends, your go-to people. I mean, I have plenty of contacts out there who are just happy to help or happy to do this, but I don't really consider them like close friends. They're not the people I go to when I have a problem. They're not the people I go to when I want to hang out. I'm talking about the people that you hold nearest and dearest to your heart, because that's when the most damage can be done, because people have the opportunity to take advantage of the place that they have in your life. So that all being said, I wish you guys the best of luck with your friendships. I know we get a lot of questions on the Ask FM about friendships, so that's kind of what prompted me making this video. Also, the past couple of days, I've just been remembering the memories I've had with old friends, and I just felt like talking about it. And with that, I thank you guys so much for watching. If you even somewhat enjoyed the video, remember to leave a like down below, and until next time, I'll see ya! See that bitch right there? Right there. I'm gonna touch her butt.